Hey, I'm Joel with Power Stance Import Export, and thanks for checking this video out. It is for an eBay listing, but if you happen to stumble across it through a random search or YouTube suggestion and have any questions about these vehicles, don't hesitate to give us a call at the number listed above. You can find us online, powerstanceimport.com, or even on Facebook, Instagram, this YouTube channel, or the eBay store at Power Stance Import Export. We are a licensed used car dealer located right here in Oxford, Michigan, and we specialize in Land Rover Defenders. Okay folks, and up for sale today I've got a beautiful 1995 Land Rover Defender 90 in Arles Blue with the 300 TDI turbo diesel. This is a right-hand drive UK import. It's now located here in Michigan and comes with a clean, clear Michigan title. So let me walk you around the vehicle. I'll show you the outside, the inside, the underside, and we'll take it for a test drive as well. So again, this is a 90 in Arles Blue. And it originally was Arles Blue and it's been repainted recently. Starting here under the bonnet, we do have the factory soundproof mat under the bonnet, and it's in pretty decent shape. I don't see any, well, there is a little bit of damage here. Seems that they always kind of flop around right here in this upper corner. But other than that, it's pretty solid. Bulkhead corners in great shape. No rust or bubbling going on here, and you can see a little bit of overspray here on the factory sticker, but this is factory paint here on the bulkhead, so that is the original paint there. Footwell corners, or footwells, look to be in great shape. There's some rust proofing on there, and from the back side or the bottom side, you can see good look at the outriggers and the footwells. Liberal coating and rust proofing, they're in great shape. And the 300 TDI looks very clean. I don't see any oil leaking out of the valve cover gasket or any fuel leaking out of the fuel lines. Injection pump looks good. There's the bottom of the footwells as well. It's pretty standard. Hoses look to be in good shape. And on the intake exhaust side of the motor, I don't see anything leaking or dripping down the side of the motor, so intake gasket is good. There's the rear or the front of the bulkhead, and the driver's side footwells, again in beautiful shape. There's your front outriggers and the bottom of the footwells there. Looking good. Bulkhead corners, all nice. So yeah, this is a newer paint job. Beautiful shape. Wheel arches match the body, and this is a Heritage style replica with the Heritage grill and the Heritage badge as well. Normally they're in Grasmere green, but this is Arles Blue, and looks pretty tidy as a Heritage replica. It's got steel 16-inch Wolf wheels, and the doors, new set of galvanized hinges. Door skins are new, and those are in great shape. No corrosion. Sorry about the rain droplets. The weather has not been cooperating. I'm trying to make videos, but it's just been snowing and raining and doing my best here. But doors, really good shape. I don't see any repairs here. A little bit of rust that was kind of cleaned up, but other than that, doors are in really good shape. And it looks like this panel was probably replaced, because I do see rivets where the spot weld should be. So safe to say that this panel was removed and replaced, but they did a pretty good job and it looks great, nice and straight. Arles Blue roof as well. Alpine windows. Seals look to be in good shape. Sliding rear windows look good as well. Cappings all good. It's a pretty solid exterior so far. Corners look great. There's the rear cross member, and this rear cross member was painted Arles Blue as well. Normally they're black, but I think it looks pretty sharp painted like that. And then the back side of the rear cross member is in gorgeous shape. This is a beautiful chassis. I don't see any welds or repairs on here, and we'll get underneath the vehicle later. For now, let's take a look in the back. We do have a swing away spare, full-size spare carrier. Rear door looks to be in pretty decent shape. I do see a crack in the paint here, and that seems to be the only blemish really on the vehicle. Rear door, good shape. Little tiny bit of a rust bubble there, but all in all, pretty decent shape. Galvanized rear sill, new carpet set in the rear, cream colored leather seats, bench seats in the back. There's a good look at your headliner. Doesn't seem to be sagging at all, looks to be in pretty good shape. And moving around here to the driver's side, same story, beautiful shape. Corner's great, capping's great. And up front here, again, cream colored leather seat covers, center cubby box, and the dashboard matches the seats as well with this leather accent. All right, so we do have 28,000 miles on the odometer, which is probably not correct. I'm guessing they switched out the odometer when the vehicle was restored, or the odometer just broke and they replaced it. So kind of hard to tell what the exact mileage is on this vehicle. But as you can see, it's super clean, it runs great, starts right up. Fuel gauge is working, temperature gauge works. Heat is coming out really strong. And again, we do have checker plate on the wings here. Vents are in great shape. Windscreen seal looks good. No chips or cracks in the windscreen. And the engine runs great. That's just feathers from my jacket. All right. There's your oil. No blow-by or back pressure out of the motor. And she's running clean. Okay, so let's take a look underneath here. Here's a good look at the rear chassis. Beautiful shape. New exhaust. Disc brakes in the rear. Calipers look to have a little bit of surface rust on them, but are fully functional, doing their job. Shocks and springs look good. Rear A-frame ball joint looks good. Rear axle, no leaking. And there's the rear driver's side. Looking good. Okay, and here we are on the driver's side. There's the rear axle. Drive shaft looks good, no leaking out of the pinion seal. Shocks and springs looking good. There's the chassis. Shock mounts, those look new. Those are in beautiful shape. Chassis looks great. There's your center diff, beautiful shape. Transmission, gearbox, bell housing. Here's your fuel tank. Looking good. And then here's your front outrigger. Okay, and this is the passenger side. There's the front outrigger. Great shape. This is the bottom of the battery box. Here's your center differential. Beautiful chassis. New set of bushings on the rear control arms. And there's the rear axle. Everything looking nice and clean under here. Okay, up front, swivel seals look to have been replaced recently with new retainer clips. Those are in beautiful shape. No dust covers on the brake rotors, however, but those can be easily replaced. Shocks and springs look new up front. Those are a new set of springs. Steering drop arm looks good. Steering stabilizer. There's the bottom of the motor. New gasket on the oil pan, so oil pan is nice and clean. There's your downpipe for the exhaust. And same story on the driver passenger side. Beautiful new set of swivel seals. All good. Dumb iron's beautiful shape. Very clean. Okay, so let's take it for a quick test ride. And as you can hear, the heat's coming out really strong in this one. So let's go ahead and shut her off so we can hear Again, these leather seats are super comfortable. And we'll take her through the gears. I'll show you the steering, the braking, and the gear changes and all that stuff. All right. Very, very smooth gear changes. No clunking. I'm dropping the clutch kind of hard. I don't hear any noise coming out of the drive line. And that's third gear, 45 miles an hour. Actually has really good acceleration. This 300 TDI is running spot on. And so there's fourth gear and fifth gear. Cruises down the road nice and straight. Alignment's good. I don't hear any wind noise coming from any of the door seals. No rattles out of the rear windows. And let's go ahead and get on the brakes here. Okay. Brakes are nice and smooth, no squeaking, no vibrations. All right, well, let's go ahead and start off here in second gear. These 300 TDIs have a lot of low-end torque. Yeah, she's running real good. There's third gear and fourth gear. And we're doing about 50 miles an hour. And there's fifth gear. And we'll go ahead and test out the brakes again. Oh yeah, buttery smooth brakes. Suspension feels great as well. So this vehicle runs and drives fantastic. All right, thanks for watching.